Detroit Lions. Article by Colton Pouncey, The Athletic. Classifying Lions position groups. Did you see this by chance, TJ?
I did not.
Okay, good. Team strength, coming along, or need to see more. So you take every room and say, all right, this would be a strength. They're coming along, or they need to do more, show more, whether it's personnel or whatever. What do you think is the biggest strength of this football team?
I would say offensive line.
That is the first thing listed under team strength. I will tell you that punter is also listed under team strength.
Okay.
There are two other position groups listed under team strength. What two position groups do you think those are?
Can I say secondary as a whole, or is it split up between safety, corner?
It's split up between safety and corner.
Okay. I would say corner is up there.
Okay.
I would also maybe say, I would probably say running back.
Okay.
Dave Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Okay. Well, say that you got one of them.
Okay.
You got running back.
Running back. All right.
Here's what they say. Doing a bit of projecting, the Lions feel like they've improved at this position. David Montgomery was productive in Chicago, and there's reason to believe he hasn't played his best football yet. In this offense, he's the Jamal Williams replacement and projects as a more complete back. You'd feel comfortable handling the workload for a full season. Jahmyr Gibbs was selected 12th and has already impressed during OTAs. He has elite short area quickness and excellent vision, which could make him a favorite of the offensive line room. When you hear offensive coordinator Ben Johnson talk about explosiveness in the run game, both Gibbs and Montgomery are capable of providing them. So, I don't know if that sums it up for you.
I would say fair.
Okay.
I would agree with most of those points.
The other one you said was corner. Corner falls into the coming along category.
Okay.
Cam Sutton's a proven commodity in the NFL, which is why the Lions signed him to a 3-year, $33 million contract. He'll likely enter the year's CB1. Emmanuel Mosley was well on his way to proving himself prior to a torn ACL, et cetera, et cetera. So, cornerback in the coming along group. Here's what I want to do. I want to take texts from the listeners,
okay.
First 10 texts at 248-539-9797 about what is the other position group that you think is a strength for this team. Well, people are sending those in, the first 10 texts. What do you think is on the list of need to see more? These are groups that need some work.
Well, if we're throwing specialist in there, I know you mentioned punter.
Yep.
I know there's a kicking competition going on between Riley Patterson, who they just traded for, and Badgley.
Yep. That is on the list.
Okay.
You nailed that.
All right. I'm glad we threw the specialists in because I wouldn't have thought of kicker, punter. They're not real players. Real positions, I would say, still needs improvement. And look, we were all excited about Jack Campbell, but I think the linebacker group still has a lot to show.
That is also on the list.
Okay.
Well done.
All right.
Of linebackers. Hey, the Lions are betting on some of their own this year at linebacker. Veteran Alex Anzalone was brought back on a 3-year deal rather than the team adding an outsider in free agency. Iowa rookie Jack Campbell enters the mix with high expectations after the Lions drafted him 18th, and he looks like the Mike linebacker of the future, but it'll be his first year in the NFL. Derek Barnes and Malcolm Rodriguez are young pieces who won't go down without a fight. Rodriguez started last year, and Barnes earned first-team reps and OTAs. It'll be an interesting room, especially if things start to click for Barnes, but you still have some more to see. Okay, so Campbell, I have a question for you about Campbell.
Okay.
I was a giant Jack Campbell fan going into this draft and endorsed early them taking him at 19 and was very pleased when they did. That almost never happens. No matter how talented he is, how tough is it to actually have a positive impact as a rookie, in your opinion?
It really depends on how much improvement the defensive line makes. I don't care who you've got back there. If offensive linemen are freely climbing up to the second level, you're not going to have many mismatches with an offensive lineman on a linebacker. Offensive linemen are going to win most of those battles. If the defensive line continues to improve and Aleem McNeil can continue to eat up double teams, and now you can utilize the speed of some of these guys like Jack Campbell and Anzalone. That's only going to improve their statistics and improve their play. Rookie linebackers, I don't think it is. I would say for all of the positions, probably just on defense, I would say it's probably I'm not saying it's easy, but the easiest, I think, to transition,
relatively speaking,
into the NFL. I think when you talk about defensive line, when you talk about corners, secondary, it is a huge gap. It is a huge jump from college to pro. As far as the linebacker position, it's going to be a big jump, don't get me wrong, but it's more of a physicality thing than it is a mental block that some of these guys face.
Right.
So I think he has a really good chance to make an impact. I don't expect him to. I don't like putting high expectations on rookies to say, man, if they don't have 140 tackles and 8 sacks and 2 interceptions, I don't like going down that path. But I do expect him to have a big impact on this team.